At first, a Chicago pastor and his wife are caught in the middle of a rapidly escalating war in the Middle East tonight.
They landed in Dubai for a visit. Suddenly, it was sirens, missiles, airports shutting down. Tia, they were supposed to fly out today.
Yeah, they were. That clearly didn't happen. We ended up interviewing them. They're not using the word fear, but they are very concerned about the situation over there in the Middle East. The Rawlings were supposed to be flying home today. The airport reopened just a few hours ago, but just moments before they were sightseeing in Dubai, taking in the skyline, enjoying the calm. Then missiles were intercepted overhead, and in an instant, getting back home to Chicago, no longer an option.
Everybody's supposed to seek shelter. Everybody is out of the rooms and everything like that. There was a missile, an interception, intercepted a missile in the air, and the debris fell and tore up a couple of cars. And so we saw police out there. You could see the cars damaged. Looked like they had been in an accident.
So Apostle Ronald Rawlings and his wife Amis, founders of Great Faith Revelation Church on Chicago's South Side, traveled to Abu Dhabi for ministry work, mixing business with a little tourism. They traveled to Dubai. Rawlings says they were in their hotel when the war began. Then came the sirens. Guests were ordered to evacuate. Rawlings says this wasn't a drill. While traveling from Dubai back to Abu Dhabi, a drive of about 1 hour and 15 minutes, he saw the reality of the conflict up close and personal. He says air defense systems intercepted repeated attacks overhead. The Rawlings are now sheltering in Abu Dhabi with the help of a fellow minister. Their flight home was scheduled for today, but when they got to the airport, they were greeted by the military. He says what's most heartbreaking is the unknown.
So the building's empty, and pretty much you have to wait it out until something changes. And that's an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute you're feeling okay, and then the next minute, you're thinking about your children, and you're starting to miss home.
He was very emotional there. The United Arab Emirates says its air defense systems have intercepted hundreds of missiles and drones as Iran continues retaliatory strikes across the region. One person was killed in Abu Dhabi, and regional tensions remain high there. For now, the Rawlings are waiting. Airspace reopened hours ago, but they still don't know when they can return back home right here to Chicago. I did tell them, Terrence and Sylvia, of course, we'll be keeping them in our prayers.
Absolutely. Tia, thank you.